So my question is, because it's a small group, we have very often classes that we have brothers and sisters, or brothers and brothers. The thing is that I notice that every time you have brothers in the same class, one shuts down, the other one is the active. What is the technique that you guys use when that happens?
Well, we try not to do that because of this, right? Like that need of identity, that is owning your own identity. It's harder when you've got siblings in the class. But again, A, sometimes we have parents request it, and B, sometimes you can't get around it.
In our case, we don't have an option. Because it's 3 classes, Chris said, based on each group. So if the brothers fall in that 3-year part, we will be in the same class. And we have scenarios like that. It's happening today. So I don't know. I feel that one is participating a lot, the other one shuts down. And I wanted to extract for both of them as much as I could. But it's very, very difficult to do that. And especially when the other one answers always. And even you say, hey, that your brother is... but just one time, but he repeats it again.
So I'm going to borrow from what Mariwani was saying yesterday, and that is sort of one-on-one fraternal counseling or one-on-one sort of check-ins with kids often help, or even group check-ins. I find that like when you name it, not in like the whole group, right? Because if you name it in front of everybody, then like you're the bad guy. You just call me out. We're going to do that. Like I'm not going to talk to you tomorrow. Right? But if you do it after class and be like, hey, I need to talk to you for a second. Like, what's going on? Like, I really want to hear from both of you. Like, what can we do? What do you need from me? Putting one of them like as the leader for the day and maybe switching it up might help, so that one of them has the chance to step up a little bit. Hey, you know what? Today I want you to lead the game. Or, hey, today you're in charge of this thing. To give them identity, right? Because a lot of the shutting down has to do with a need for identity and a need for belonging. And sometimes when your sibling is there, your identity is questioned, especially in a small group.
I have questions too, if this is their way of being at home, at their, other places too. I have had many siblings where there's one, I have them where they answer for the other one. And it's constantly, and that is their way of being. And so now we're trying to break a habit of one sibling habitually taking over for the other sibling, which is hard to do in a small amount of time. So that's where that plan that you make on the side, not in front of the class, becomes really important. And it can just be like, hey, I'm going to challenge you to try to participate, to have 3 different answers, answers, whatever, participations in this class. And I think that's that sideline. And also now you're building connection, right?
You guys think, and it's hard to keep pushing this question, but you guys think that it's important if you have a quick conversation with the parent and decide to put a plan in place to work?
Could go either way, right? Like if you talk to the parents, the kids might feel betrayed. They feel like, man, why'd you call me out? Like, that's not cool. Yeah, you told on me. Right? So it could go either way. Like not knowing the kids, I would follow your gut on that one. Because that, I think, is really specific to who the kids are. Sometimes engaging the parents is really helpful. And some parents will react in really positive ways of sort of like reinforcing and helping. And some parents will react in not very helpful ways, and they start nagging and complaining. So, so specific. So, sorry, I know that's not a helpful answer, but follow your gut. Like,
and I always tell my teachers to try it first on your own. Try it between you and the kid first, the contract between you and the kiddo first. And if that doesn't work, now we really think, obviously really, really big transgressions, that's not what I'm talking about. But when I'm just trying to shift a behavior like that, try it first on your own with the kids. And if you're really stumped by it and it really feels like it's harming someone, it's really that maybe the quiet kid really wants to speak but can't, or you're feeling a real harm, that's when I think you might want to think about the parents. But it's a tough one. Yeah.
Good question. Fun question.